Hey, how's it going, everybody? Back with some Rocket League news for you. Been holding on to quite a few of these for quite a while just because we're trying to compile them and give you a full-length video rather than just a couple bits and pieces here and there that are a couple seconds. So with that said, we got a bunch of Rocket League news to talk about. A couple players being released as well as being picked up, rumors of trade stuff, as well as one that not too many people are aware of. So more things like that, as well as IWO qualifiers coming up soon here. So with that said, let's get straight into the video. What's up, everybody? Lawler here, your inside source for all things Rocket League. Sorry about the lighting in my porcelain skin. It is 95 degrees out. It is super warm here in the United States, especially in the Midwest. For me in particular, I came here because I'm okay with the cold, and it's really, really warm. So we've got some news to talk about, a couple roster changes that were unexpected actually for one of the players, and then some rumors and otherwise, and then kind of brief hints at IWO. I'll be doing a full-length video on IWO tomorrow. There's a bunch of open qualifiers that have been going down. I'll be breaking down all the regions, all the teams, and giving you guys some resources to stay up to date. So make sure you guys hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on that video tomorrow. But first things first, we're going to be talking about Alphakep and XSET. XSET ended up putting out a tweet a few days ago saying thanks to Alphakep and departing from it. Ended up saying, today we part ways with Alphakep. Alphakep has played a crucial role in XSET's growth over the past year, and we thank him for everything he has done for us. We wish him all the best in the future endeavors, and we will miss him. To which he ended up quote retweeting and saying, honestly, I didn't expect this. Thanks for the memories the past year. Looking forward to the future. So I don't know if that's him saying like, hey, I wasn't expecting a tweet thanking me for my, activity on the team and what you guys are saying, or I didn't expect to be let go from the team and this is catching me off guard. I don't know which way to take it. I don't know what the situation is, but Alphakep, obviously a very talented player, a very underrated player, in my personal opinion. Also, if you guys look at majority of the coaches and majority of the higher ups in the scene that play in North American RLCS, many will agree that Alphakep is a pretty solid pickup. You look at players like himself, players like WYLDE. There's a lot of really good free agency talent that is kind of just waiting to make that move because the offseason is still not here. Starting in about a week or so, just shy of 10 days, we are going to do the RLCS X Championship, the last event, the $400,000 tournaments. And then once that finishes, then you will start to see the roster mania, the chaos, all the roster changes that end up going down because it will be a domino effect. Multiple players will be trying out for different teams. And I'll try to keep you guys up to date on that stuff. But you already have some of that starting from some of the rosters that did not qualify or are not part of that top 6 for the championship. So could be pretty dangerous there. Looking overall at Alphakep, playstyle wise, obviously he's got a lot of solo and individual mechanic. I know him primarily for his ability to do speed flips really well. That's kind of how I got to know who Alphakep was, but pretty chill dude. Has done some interesting things on stream to get himself banned in the past, but overall, Alphakep is a good dude, a very talented dude, and should find himself a team. It's just a matter of who and where he fits in, which we'll have to wait and see. On the other side of things, though, because his spot is now available, people are kind of speculating and trying to figure out who the heck is going to fill it. And according to Shift, they're stating that after releasing Alphakep today, XSET are rumored to be trying out ex-Alpine player Percy, who I think is a phenomenal pickup. I do think Percy is along the lines of one of the best when it comes to facilitating the field in a Mist-esque or a Archie-like type role. Very, very focused on the nuances, the small things. Has the ability to play and know when and when not to challenge. And right now, I think meta is going heavily into possession control. How can I make sure that I'm not throwing away possession? How can, when I have possession, slow it down and maintain that? And I think Percy is one of those players that is extremely good at it. A lot of people look at Magic Bear from Alpine because of the Fusion tournament that went down from Johnny Boy and saw his 1v1 individual skill. But Percy is the reason I think that team was successful. I think Percy is the best player on the team. And that's not even beginning to talk about Jordan, who is also very talented. So I do think Percy is probably the best free agent available right now. So if XSET can make it happen, that completely changes what I feel about the team and their performances, and will definitely take them to that next step. But it does feel weird without Alphakep's offense being a part of that. So we will have to wait and see what the heck happens with XSET as well as Percy and everything else. A lot of these will not be finalized for quite a while. So for now, just rumors, but eventually we will know the information. Up next, we're going to be talking about the website OctaneGG. If you guys do not know or have never been to, OctaneGG is a website that when I was an RLCS caster, we used heavily for stat tracking and keeping up to date on things. One of the main guys behind it is by the name of Slock. He was actually the official stat tracker and person behind the scenes for the RLCS. And Octane is actually getting a brand new and a revitalized look. There's a couple key features that we're going to go through, and if you guys want more details on this, links to everything I talk about in the description as always. There's a visual makeover with the new UI that looks incredible. It actually just plays way cleaner. It's much more simplistic, and they added a lot of unique things about stats. So if you are a big fan of stats, the thing that I like the most out of it is they finally added filters. So if there's specific things that I want to go and look for or filter out, or if I'm looking at like a certain event and I want to pay attention to boost stats, I can click those and target those down. So the advanced stats are really, really cool. They also have an in-depth record page, which is really nice for people like myself who have to go back and look at history of players and stuff. The ability to just look at the history and find out like who did you play with, who did you play for, what was the results. All that stuff is tracked, and visually it looks super clean. They also have overview pages, so if you want additional information about players, play styles, win histories, all that kind of stuff, all super clean as well. The example they give is with Team BDS as a whole, and then Turbo Pulsa in his history on kind of the comparison between two entities and how they stack up, which is really cool. But you can either view on an individual side or you can view on a team side. Both are absolutely incredible. They also do something that Liquipedia does on a very brief level, which is head-to-head stats. For those that don't know, you can actually look up a team on Liquipedia, and the last tab is head-to-head, and it'll give you a list of all their matches. But the nice thing is with this, not only does it do that, but it also gives stats and replays with it as well, as long as that stuff has been tracked in the past. So a lot of cool things that people are trying to do with the APIs and everything else. And they have added obviously some other additions that are coming in the future. And then the big one is planned features as well. Number one, a dedicated head-to-head page, brackets and standings on event pages, event placements for teams and players, point standings for things such like the RLCS, and obviously a whole lot more. So it's a big project, and if you guys do, I would highly recommend go check out the website OctaneGG. Go show its support. The rebrand looks absolutely incredible, and massive credit to the team because it's a lot of work that goes into that stuff. Even though many may not use it on the wide scale, the casual fan base, for us that do like esports, it's a fantastic resource. So highly recommend that. The three major ones I use myself are OctaneGG, ballchasing.com, and obviously Liquipedia. So make sure you guys go give those a look. Last and certainly not least, for those that do not know, there's actually been some scrims going on behind the scenes just because teams are obviously trying people out. The ones that are not in the top 6. And I actually got this from a DM. I forget who I got it from, but someone DM'd me on Twitter and actually included it. So shout outs to whoever your name is. I just forget off the top of my head. But he sent me a screenshot of something on TikTok, and it's actually Chippy, one of the players from WYLDE, who's scrimming against Atlantide Wave. And in that screenshot, it actually showcases that they're scrimming with Bluey. So a lot of us were wondering what was happening with Bluey now that he's no longer with Tadpole. Went from that Triple Trouble situation over to Galaxy Racer. Galaxy Racer now has been let go of Galaxy Racer, and Galaxy Racer has now left the scene. So it's like, yo, what's Bluey up to? And clearly he's trying out for teams. So Bluey is alongside right now the WYLDE roster, WYLDE, and trying that out. Chippy and Justice are the three that make up that roster. We'll see how it plays out, but yeah, I gotta say, like, TikTok isn't really my thing. I'm not gonna go out of my way to really search up TikTok to see if I can get my information. So if you guys do have stuff like that, I really appreciate it. If you guys have content or you guys have like news sources and stuff, like obviously the major stuff I'm gonna know, but every once in a while there's something like this that pops up, and I really do appreciate it. So whoever your name is, I just forget. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you. That is going to wrap it up for your Rocket League news today. Short, sweet, and right to the point. If you guys do have any additional questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comments down below. Also, links to everything I'm talking about in the description, along with my social medias. If you could be so kind to give those a like and follow. We'd love to have you guys a part of the group on Discord if you want to join the community over there as well. And as always, if you'd like to stay up on all things Rocket League related, make sure you hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.